Hello everyone, welcome to the project planning course. I'm excited to guide you through this dynamic learning experience. As your convener, I'm here to facilitate your exploration of project planning principles and strategy. So my name is Steven Sunday. I bring over 5 years of dedicated experience as a project manager to the table. My journey began with a foundation in quantity surveying, equipping me with a keen eye for detail and analytical mindset and cost planning, cost control, and value engineering. I also have solid foundation in scientific management, resource management, and strategic management. I further fortify my expertise with a master's degree in project management and a PMP with American Academy of Project Management. Throughout my career, I have successfully overseen a diverse range of projects, leveraging my unique blend of quantitative acumen and project management skill. I take pride in my ability to meticulously plan, execute, and monitor projects, ensuring they stay on track, meet objectives, and deliver exceptional results. So in this course, we'll be looking at project planning and scheduling, resource management, monitoring and tracking, risk management, reporting, and communication. Project planning and scheduling are fundamental components of effective project management. While these concepts are often associated with business or organizational projects, their essence extends to various aspects of an individual's lives. Project planning and scheduling are crucial for individuals, whether you're a professional or not a professional, for goal achievement, time management, resource allocation, risk management, clarity and focus, progress tracking, adaptability, efficiency and productivity, motivation, and quality of work. In essence, project planning and scheduling empower individuals to set, pursue, and achieve their goal in a systematic and efficient manner, whether it's a personal project, a career objective, or a lifestyle change. These principles provide a framework for success. Now, we'll be looking at the history of project planning and scheduling. The history of project planning and scheduling is a rich and evolving one, with the development of various tools, methodologies, and practices over time. The history of project planning and scheduling reflect the gradual evolution from rudimentary manual methods to the highly sophisticated technology-driven and adaptable tools and methodology available to project managers today. So, looking at the evolution of project planning and scheduling, then let's briefly talk about the evolution of how it started from the ancient times to the 19th century. Even in the ancient times, projects were often constructed with a great consciousness of the importance of time. Consequently, the concept of project planning is not new. The pyramids, the Great Wall of China, the aqueduct of the Romans are over 2,000 years old. None of these constructions and assignments could have been completed without planning and some kind of schedules. Archaeologists have been studying these endeavors, but there is a little evidence of formal processes until the 20th century. Between the 15th and 17th centuries, concepts of engineering science were emerging, and these were applied to the management of large projects. In the 18th century, the engineering complexity of projects increased, and separation of design and construction works was the bet of consulting. One of the earliest known scheduling tools is the Carroll harmony graph. The theory of work harmonization was developed in Poland in 1896. The harmony graph includes features which makes it the widely used CPM and Hertz method, developed 60 years later. Now, looking at the 19th century, the growth of industrialization and infrastructure projects led to the need for more structured project management. Innovations like telegraph facilitated communication and coordination. So, let's talk about the earlier 20th century. So, in the earlier 20th century, Gantt chart was introduced by the American engineer Henry Gantt. He developed a bar chart, which is known as Gantt chart, as a visual production scheduling tool. It became a popular method and is in wide use today in an essentially unaltered form. The Gantt chart indicates tasks and time in a graphical format, allowing the allocation of tasks in time horizon, but not determining interdependencies between tasks. Gantt charts were first used on large construction projects, and they proved their efficiency in remarkable projects like the Hoover Dam, started in 1931. Another type of chart which came into regular use in 1950 was a milestone chart. It was used along with Gantt chart. Each project were subdivided into components with target date set for completing tasks required to achieve each milestone. Milestone charts are also widely used today, especially for management reporting. And then, to the mid-20th century, critical path method and program evaluation review technique was introduced in 1950s and 1958. The CPM and the PART were developed in the United States to manage complex projects such as the construction of the Polaris missile system and the US Navy nuclear submarine program. The CPM was aimed for the construction and maintenance industry, where technologies and processes were largely known and estimation of task duration could be done with some accuracy. In contrast to CPM, PRT was focused on military research and development where time pressures were high and cost a secondary issue. The next phase of the project management evolution is the rise of project management software in 1970s. The advent of computer led to the development of project management software like Primavera to automate scheduling and resource allocation. This era marked the shift from manual project planning to digital solution. The next we're going to talk about is the PMI and the PMBOK, which was introduced in the 1980s. The PMI was founded in 1969, and in the 1980s it published the Project Management Body of Knowledge, which standardized project management practices. PMBOK provided a comprehensive guide to project planning and scheduling among other project management processes. And then the next on our list is the Prince 2, the introduction of Prince 2, an Agile Manifesto. Prince 2 which is commonly known as project in controlled environment, is a structured project management framework that divides a project into a series of processes. These processes guides the project from its initiation through its completion. Here's a brief explanation of each key processes. As you can see on the left side of my presentation, you will see a chart of the principal processes. First, we'll be looking at the starting up a project. In this, the objective will be that you are ensuring the project is worthwhile and feasible before you commit significant resources. The activities that will be done when starting up a project will be appointing the executive and project manager. You define the project mandate, you identify stakeholders, you prepare outline business case. And then the next analysis is directing the project. The objective in directing the project will be to provide overall direction and decision-making authority to the project. And the key activities that will be done in this phase will be to authorize the project, to confirm the project mandate, to approve project initiation, to receive ad hoc report, to give ad hoc directions. And then the next will be the initiating a project, which the objective will be to define the project in detail and confirm its feasibility. The activities that will be done in this stage will be to prepare the project initiation documentation. You define the project controls, you create the project plan, you set up project controls, you assemble the project initiation documentation. And when you begin to control the stage, the objective will be to manage and monitor each project stage, ensuring it stays on course. So in this stage, the objective will be to manage and monitor each project stage, ensuring it stays on course. The key activities will be to authorize the work package, to review stage status, reports, highlights, capture and assess project issues, escalate project issues if needed, take corrective actions. And then the next on the phase in Prince2 processes is managing product delivery. In managing product delivery, you have to ensure that work on product is done efficiently and effectively, which is the objective. And the activities that will be done is to accept a work package, to execute a work package, to deliver, and to obtain approval for work package completion. And then the next on the Prince2 processes is managing a stage boundary. In managing a stage boundary, the objective will be to review the project performance to date and ensure it's still on track. As you can see, under managing a stage boundary, the activities that you will be doing will be to plan the next stage, to update the project plan, to update the business case, to report stage end, and to produce an exception plan if necessary, and then down to the closing a project. So, on the right side of my presentation, you see the Agile Manifesto. The Agile Manifesto was introduced in 2001, emphasizing iterative, customer-focused project management practices. So, you can see that it prefers individual and interaction than tools and processes. Working software than comprehensive documentation, cooperation with the customer than contract negotiation, respond to change than following a plan, which is like an emergent process of strategic management or strategic plan, because it is actually said that a good number of percentage of intended plan normally fail, so they decide to respond to change. Alright, so the next on the list on the evolution will be the 21st century which was the introduction of advanced software and methodology. Modern project management software such as Microsoft Project and cloud-based solutions offered advanced features for planning, scheduling, and collaboration. Agile methodologies like Scrum and Kanban gained popularity, promoting flexible and adaptive project planning. Now, let's look at the Agile Scrum framework. Now, you might be wondering, what is Agile Scrum framework? Actually, the Agile Scrum is an iterative and incremental framework for managing complex knowledge work, commonly used in software development but adaptable to various fields. At its core, there are three key roles. As you can see on the presentation, we have the product owner, the Scrum team, and the Scrum master. So, let's briefly talk about the roles. As you can see, the roles of each: the product owner receives input from the customer's team, managers, and executive, and prioritize lists of what is required, the features, the bugs to fix. The product owner represents the voice of the customer and defines what needs to be built. He's actually responsible for maximizing the value of the product and managing the product backlog. And also, the Scrum team are a cross-functional and self-organizing group that collaborate to deliver the product incrementally. They comprise of developers, testers, designers. And on the red image over there, the graphical representation of that Scrum Master there is that the Scrum Master facilitates the Scrum processes. He removes impediments and ensures that the team follows Scrum principles. So you can look at the artifacts there, which are the product backlog, the sprint backlog, and the increment, which is the sum of all completed and tested backlog items at the end of the sprint. So let's briefly just talk about the events that will be happening over there. You could see the sprint planning, which is a meeting at the beginning of each sprint where the team plans the work to be done. And then we have the daily stand-up, which is the Scrum. It's a short daily meeting where team members share progress plans and any impediment. So you could see we have the sprint review. It's a meeting at the end of each sprint where the team demonstrates what was accomplished. So we have the sprint retrospective. You could see that everybody is there. Everybody is involved. A meeting at the end of each sprint where the team reflects on its processes and identify areas for improvement. So let's move to the next evolution, which is the recent one, is the AI and remote collaboration. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are being integrated into project management software for predictive analytics. Remote collaboration tools became essential as global and remote work increased. As you can see, artificial intelligence is a science devoted to making machines think and act like humans. Machine learning focuses on enabling computer to perform tasks without explicit programming. And then we have deep learning, which is a subset of machine learning based on artificial neural networks. And now, we'll be talking about the project planning and scheduling proper. And we'll be looking at the definition, portable scholar's perspective. We'll be looking at the philosophy, we'll be looking at the agile, and then we'll be looking at integrating philosophical principles. And finally, we'll be saying how to plan.